Hi everyone, this is Daniella Murray and this is my Module 5 video, and I hope everyone has had a chance to read the articles and look at some of the videos. It is a very sensitive subject and I do appreciate the instructor taking that into account. I posted in the discussion board the question and answer section that my brother is the staff attorney at the North Carolina Coalition Against Sexual Assault. And he's full of great resources, and if we ever have any questions, we can always reach out to him. A little plug from my brother there. After reading and going through the modules articles, a couple of the things that I found jaw-dropping was there was a video about the movie The Hunting Ground. The same people that made the movie that was on campus, I think it was a couple years ago, about the women in the military and all the abuse that happens. I think it was like the Invisible War. Those same people are making another movie, and I hope it comes to campus because I think it would be pretty interesting. What blew my mind was there was a quote from an administrator at UNC comparing rape to a football game, that you look back on it and you have to think about what you would have done differently and how you would have played it differently, or something like that. Anyway, bad metaphor, obviously. I think another thing that kind of opened my eyes was there's the toolkit article, and it mentioned that 1 in 5 women are a target, and I was a little kind of thrown off by that wording. I always, in my mind, I don't know why, I always thought it was 1 in 4 women have been victims of sexual assault. Like, that was always like my go-to statistic. So definitely want to dive into that a little more. And then with the men, it was like 1 in 16, I believe it said. And that was surprising to me. I thought it'd be more, but I think we all have learned, especially from our reading, that these statistics are a little skewed, considering that these are only people that have reported situations, which is another heartbreaking aspect of this whole topic. In my day-to-day life and in my work and in my future of working in higher education, a couple of actions I plan to take to be more of an advocate and more proactive against these acts is just even in the most simplest things. I find that, not that I participate all the time, but I definitely let it slide, of just the casual talk about these situations. And it's hard to describe. I was trying to think of like an example, but people speak of it so lightly sometimes, or joke around, or don't take it as seriously for some reason. I feel like maybe it's just the older I get, the more I feel this way. So I want to be more proactive of either definitely not participating or encouraging, but also not being a bystander to this type of conversations around me. And then one mantra that I try to live with every day is just anyone that I interact with, whether it be students or faculty or professors, to just realize that you don't know what that person has gone through that day or that week or that year or that life. You know, if it's 1 in 5 women and you're working in an office with 20 women, it just, you know that someone has been affected in some form or fashion and has to deal with it every day. So I think in my mind, that's how I plan to be a little more aware and part of the solution than the problem. That sounds so cliche. I obviously want to do more, like more action and, do more, but I think in the simplest, most day-to-day actions, I think that's something I will definitely keep in mind. I think that's enough rambling from me, and thank you so much. Bye.